that the people we are talking about here, they're the people from the city of Jericho. The city of Jericho has been a very, very strong city, but something went wrong with them many years back. You remember when the children of Israel were to enter the land of promise, the land of Canaan, the first city that they needed to conquer was the city of Jericho. Do you remember? Do you remember that Jericho was a city with a very strong wall? We're told that the walls of Jericho, in between two walls, there were even houses, such that nobody ever attempted to raid Jericho. And so the men of Jericho were very proud. Men of Jericho were very, very proud of their strength. They were proud of their location, because you can't get to Jericho unless you cross River Jordan. So they believed that the River Jordan was to serve a defense. Anybody who cannot swim, there's no way you can cross Jordan. And anyone that does not have boats, and of course you cannot be fighting Jericho when you are just on the open seas. So nobody ever attempted to come across Jericho. Now, their walls are so big and bogus that they so trusted in it that nobody could raid them. You remember that in Jericho, there was this woman that we called Rahab the harlot. Do you remember? When the spies went to check, she hosted them because she was a harlot living by the gate. So that already shows you the kind of nation that Jericho was. It's a nation where sexual perversion was a trade. It was a place where if strangers enter the city and they get to know, they can quickly strangulate them and throw them away. Jericho was a place of violence. It was a place of armed robbery. It was a place where, you remember, even Jesus Christ in his time, he told us a story that a young man was going from Jerusalem, was going down to Jericho, and he fell into the hand of robbers. Who did what? Who stripped him naked and left him half dead and went away with all his goods. That is what we know about Jericho. Jericho was a place of accursed things. You remember that when God sent the children of Israel to go and destroy Jericho, he said nobody should take anything out of it. Should not take anything out of Jericho, whether sheep or animals or their materials. That it was accursed. God does not want anything from Jericho to identify with him. Jericho. So you remember that there was this man called Akanni, who, when they went to Jericho, you notice that Akanni was attracted onto the good things of Jericho. Do you remember? And he brought it back. And for that reason, God turned his eyes away from the people of Israel. And Joshua fell down before God and was crying, Lord, what have we done? God said, because you are accursed. The accursed things of Jericho, you have brought it to yourself. You remember what God did? How Akanni was singled out from his family and all his children, his wife, and he was stoned to death just because he took the things of Jericho into his bosom. So when we talk of Jericho in those days, Jericho had been known for wickedness. But the challenge that is coming to me tonight is that as terrible as any nation can be, if they cry to God, if they turn their heart to God, if they turn their attention to God, there is hope. No matter how terrible a man had grown, no matter how wretched he has become because of sin, no matter how far he has gone away from following God, if he cries, if he turns to the Lord, if he says, "Oh God, I'm a sinner, have mercy on me," there is restoration for those who cry. And I don't know how God is going to be speaking to your own heart particularly, but I perceive that God of second chance is turning his attention again towards us.